Hello and welcome back to another session of how to make games. In here, today I wanted to continue on developing this game. Actually, some of the things that have been changed because last time I tried to play with the camera angle and I tried to track down the player with the camera angle. But then I do not feel really nice about this game. I do not really feel about the tracking of this game, and I try to play along with the camera angles and etc. However, I do not feel that that satisfies me. The things that I managed to get, for example, using this Cinemachine does not satisfy me. And after that, I tried to ask for help. And the first thing that came to my mind is ChatGPT, and I asked it to generate me a in-game camera angle. And the thing that generates this is like here. It's an isometric angle camera, and as you can see, if I place, then something came to my mind that if I place my shelves like this around here, because at the end I only have 5 shelves and maybe a refill zone over here and some customers walking around here, and it feels like I do not need to use this Cinemachine at all. That's why I started to play along with the camera angle, and first of all I made a copy of my main scene with the previous values, such as with the Cinemachine, etc. And I changed the camera to isometric, as you can see over. Changed the projection to from perspective to orthographic, and I play with the size, I play with the clipping pace, and this is the final result. And after I play along, it looks like I do not need to, for example, get this GUI elements, get these canvases from there and place them as overlay on my main canvas, and this is the final result. It looks like I do not need any of this tracking at all if I make this camera as orthographic, if I make my projection as orthographic, and when the character goes up there I place the correct answer. Yeah, all of the elements are visible and all of the canvases look readable, as you can see over here. It's done, and I do not need to play with the camera anymore. So I will choose to play with this. I will choose to go with this solution, and let's go to my to-do list. And I gave up on this on the sorry about the coughing again. I gave up this Cinemachine camera, tracking camera as a top-down view, and I decided just to keep this simple, because at the end this is a game for the kids only. So instead of playing with the camera, I wanted to invest my time in the logic more, and I decided to go with this solution. So that's why I can remove line, blah 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 blah. Also, this is not needed. This is not also needed. Maybe I can play with this, continue polishing with customer, and yeah, with only one solution, with only keeping the camera in a good angle, I managed to solve from the menu of this to-do list. So let's also retry this again. Maybe I can place some borders over here and here in order to keep the character in line, and that's all. So, shelves. Let's add some cubes as a border. Where is my main canvas? Yeah. How about now? Minus 8, minus 9, 15, maybe 20, 25, 30. As a border, also the camera will be around 40 degree. Why this cube aligns with this, with the elements. It's good enough. Let's go to scene view. let's rename this as border cube. Let's make another one. And also make a third one over here. And let's see. Yeah, this is looking nice. It's not the best, but plus minus 30 minus 15 minus 15. Let's set this 19. Yes, the borders looks nice actually. So let's change the color of the borders to something grayer and make them thinner. Say 2.5. 2.5. 5.5 and 2 and 1. 5 and 2 and 1. 1 and 0.5 and yeah, not bad at the ends. Plus 4. Okay, what how about this thing over here? Let's copy 3. Okay, the shape has some problems. 1.32, 1.32. 1.32, 19. Let's set this the same. It's 15, no. 65. Not 65, but 68. 15 plus 2 into 69. So this looks good enough, and 3. Yes, this is good enough for me. And I can rearrange the angles of these shells, maybe. So these are my borders, and player cannot get out of these borders. Why the angle of my shells are not aligned with this? Okay, this is looking enough for me. Let's just add my bake. Use my canvas, yes. Now the player cannot get out of the... Also, let's just disable these things, and our border, my border is looking nice for me. So, where do I left? Let's start by playtesting. Also, maybe I can just play with the customers, because right now my customers are above here and above there. And let's find my customers. One. This is my customer 1 target position. Or yes, now I need to go and tell my customer, come on, don't run away from me. Yes, my customers are looking nice. So let's change the size of the customer. Or I can just use this meter, create new folder as main character animator. So customer, my main character. Let's generate 2 customers as main characters. Customer 1 or customer. Let's rename this guy as customer. And my customer should have non-mesh and customer script. Not have any of these, and this is the customer script. Also the location of my customer around here. Okay, it looks like my customer script is working. So also I need to change the rotation speed. So your speed, this is your speed, this is the angular speed, acceleration. Let's set this to 500 maybe. Okay, Let's make this as customer 2 also. This is the location of my customer. Really sorry about this coughing, but 3-3. I still have problem with it, with my coughing. So, is there any cart? Shopping cart. Cartridge. Think trolley, maybe. Trolley destroyed. Shopping trolley. Okay, maybe the customer should push this shopping trolley. And let's add a shopping trolley. The hand, where is your hands? Always face, ribcage. This is really tiny and looking shopping trolley, but it can be a little bigger. I guess 1 point maybe. This is too much. This is looking nice. Yes, a customer with a shopping trolley. Okay, maybe a pushing animation will be suitable for this customer. Also, animation pickup. No pickup animation, but think no. Button push with root without root motion. Run through, run false. Push through, push false. Okay, maybe the shopping carts be 1.3. Maybe a little closer without root motion. My customer, this is the customer script. We should be aware of the animator. Where is the animator? Inside this get component, animator, and move to target. Customer is at the shelf. If the customer is at the shelf, animator sets bool as buying pickup. Maybe next time. Animator. First of all, if it moves around move to target, hold. Set boolean true. Title true. Okay, it should be like this. Okay, why don't you moving? This is the target position. Okay. I do not understand the reason behind this. Looks like I broke something. But what did I break? The one shelf or is over here. So why do you say a line like this? Let's unload this scene and load this scene again. And okay, right now I only have 4 errors. Bulletin, move to target. Okay, it says something with the push. That's boolean. Okay, this is a push. True, and set is false. So what you do not like in here? I have my push over here. It's boolean over here. Because before getting the animator, I tried to call for this coroutine. Idle does not exist. Let's see. Yes, idle does not exist. Okay, let's also add this little shopping trolley for my other character. Okay, while trying to return back, does not push it. These things. Now let's go and touch my customer. Okay. Great, but something is wrong. Says please sensor. Okay, target shelf. Okay, this is the target shelf. Okay, I alert this customer. I try to alert that customer, but but why they do not want to be alerted? Because they do not have any customer tag. This is customer tag. This is also the customer tag. And you are my customer, and you are also my customer, but you have troubles with touching. Right now, what was your distance between? Can I see the distance over here? No. No. Let's set this as 4.5f. Also, C0, get lost shelf. It's also the shelf element to disabled if the customers go there and now you are my customer and one saying 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's get the trolley off here and let's add some cubes inside this trolley. Maybe 2, maybe 0.3. 3 is nicer. Another one. 4.2, 0.2 is also nice. Let's set this as 0.2 also. Okay, let's set the mesh renders and box colliders disabled. So when the customer buys a shelf element, it should have shopping cart cubes. Next cube. Okay, let's just finalize this thing over here and for cube reach. If enabled. Okay, if all of the mesh renderers are enabled, how to check that? I have a list of renderers as an array and I want to get the last disabled mesh renderer from this array and return null if no mesh renderer is disabled. Okay, cubes mesh renderer goes to this. If mesh renderer is null, then return. Else, just mesh renderer enabled to true. 2, 3, 4. And also do the same thing to here. 1, 3, and 5. And let's try this. You are going to be 4 and 5. However, the order is not correct. Second one should be here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the order on this guy is also wrong. So, what was your order? And here also 1, then cube 3, 1, cube 4, and cube 2. So, let's stop in here and make some notes for the next session. By the way, I like it. I like the current approach. And customer skin should be readjusted. Customer moving to shelf animation should be updated. Also, main character, the main character in front the shelf book would be dated also because currently it tries towards the shelf. Yes, and that's all for today. And thanks a lot for watching till now. And I hope to see you on the next session. Have a nice day. Bye.